everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel, What Cass Read. I know that I already posted my April TBR. I changed my mind on how I wanted to approach April, and that's because the Magical Readathon, or the O.W.L.s Ordinary Wizarding Levels Readathon, is taking place right now, and I was like, ooh, I want to change some things on my April TBR and make my April TBR fit the Magical Readathon, and so that's what we're going to do today, is my O.W.L.s Readathon TBR. So the Magical Readathon has been started by Book Roast. She's a channel that I love to watch because she has the most insane Harry Potter content on her channel. I love her, she's so great. I hope if you're watching this video, you're already a Harry Potter fan, so you already know that there's a grading system for your O.W.L.s. In order to pass your O.W.L.s, you have to read at least 2 books from this list. You actually cannot double dip in different categories, and only those books that you have passed your O.W.L. examination can you use that category to take your Newt examination in the future. I took a look at my April TBR, and there are 5 books that I kept from my April TBR that will fit for the O.W.L.s, but because I kind of want to be an overachiever and see if I can do more, I do have 4 additional books that I didn't have on my April TBR that I wanted to see if I could get to as many O.W.L.s as I could in April. The first book that I want to talk about is my Potions book, and that's a book about alchemy. So of course, as you know, I'm reading The Final Empire, written by Brandon Sanderson. This is book number 1 in the Mistborn trilogy. Because of the allomantic powers and the use of burning metals as a magic power in this book, I consider, and I think a lot of other people would consider, that to be a satisfactory use of alchemy. So since I'm halfway through this book and I started it as the readathon was starting, I think this one still counts. So that's book number 1, that's my Potions O.W.L. And then I'm still using Windwitch for my O.W.L. So this is my Herbology O.W.L. and this is a book that features a nature-related word in the title. So of course the nature-related word is going to be wind. The Children of Blood and Bone, written by Tomi, Adeyemi. And this is for my Ancient Runes O.W.L, and that's to read a book with a symbol on the cover. This is a little bit of a stretch, but I have 2 options. Okay, number 1, she's got a tattoo on her face, symbol. The inside cover of this book does have a symbol on it. So it's a little bit of a stretch. It's not like the most obvious symbol, but I wanted to read Children of Blood and Bone for April. I'm combining 2 things, it's okay. This is Obsidio, written by Aime, Kaufman, and Kristoff. This is for my Arithmancy O.W.L, and that was to read a book with a number on the cover. So in the top corner of this book, there are some coordinates and there are some dates written in numbers. Thank you, Aime, Kaufman, and Kristoff. So I already wanted to read this for April. That was an easy O.W.L that I think I can accomplish. And the last, dual book from my April TBR, this is Malice, written by Gwynne. This is for my Charms O.W.L, and that was just to read a fantasy novel. So I was like, check, got that one taken care of. All right, this is Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow, written by Jessica Townsend. This is going to be for my Defense Against the Dark Arts O.W.L, and this is a book about secret societies, or secret groups. I chose this one as my secret society because in the blurb, we know that Morrigan, she is taken to a secret magical city called Nevermore, so there's a secret number 1, and then she is contending for a place in the city's most prestigious organization, the Wondrous Society. A secret city and a prestigious society in this secret city. I think I've covered my bases for Defense Against the Dark Arts. So this is Nevermore, written by Jessica Townsend. Another new book that I just hauled, this is Shah and the End of Time, written by Roshani. This is going to be for my Care of Magical Creatures O.W.L, and that is to read a book that features magical creatures or features a magical creature on the cover. So we do have these beautiful magical creatures on the cover of this book, so that one hopefully I'll get to as well. This is a book that I was already planning to read for the BookTube SFF Award, so this is The Collapsing Empire, written by Scalzi, and this is going to be for the Astronomy O.W.L, which is to read a science fiction novel. And then my final novel that I picked is one of the bonus novels that maybe I'll get to, maybe I won't. This is Soulless, written by Gail Carriger. This is an urban fantasy novel about vampires, werewolves, and parasols. So I'm using this for the Transfiguration O.W.L, which is to read a book featuring shapeshifters. So I think vampires and werewolves completely classify as shapeshifters. Like I said, the last 4 books were maybes. Maybe I'll get to them, maybe I won't. But I wanted to use as much of my April TBR as possible to overlap with this readathon. I really should have worn my Slytherin sweater for this video. I don't know why I never think about reading. Maybe in my wrap-up. Remind me when I do my O.W.L.s wrap-up that I should wear my Slytherin sweater for this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you are also participating in the magical readathon, and I'm gonna link Book Roast's video down below, because then she has links to the list and the Twitter page that she is running for this readathon, and it seems like it really picked up steam. A lot of people were really interested in it, and I'm super excited to participate. Of course, you can also find me on my social media if you want, and I'm on Twitter and Instagram. It's at WhatCastRead. It's the same as this channel, so it's super easy to find. And then of course you can also find me on Goodreads. That link will always be down below. You guys know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.